None of us like to feel rejected or isolated from society. This leads us to the spiral of silence, a theory by Noel Neumann that states when your ideas belong to a majority group or are more popular, you are more willing to speak up about them. So these ideas become stronger in society, becoming the dominant position. And because we can identify the climate of opinion, when we know that our idea is part of a minority group and are not very popular or accepted in society, we tend to remain silent because we want to be on the winning side or the best side of society. We want to feel integrated. So ideas fall into the spiral of silence and eventually disappear or become really small.
So behind this text, there is a specific conceptualization of public opinion by Neumann. Public opinion is seen as the dominant opinion that forces people into conformity in their attitudes and behavior, threatening to isolate those who dissent. The fear of isolation is the main factor that leads people to informational conformity, also known as the bandwagon effect, that is to say, to change their opinion to conform to the majoritarian view, or to spiral into silence. The fear of isolation also results in people informing themselves constantly about which opinion is approved or disapproved. Those who express their opinion are particularly influential on swing voters, apathetic or undecided, because they don't have the strong opinion and are faced with consonance. So they take the peripheral route to follow the majority. We act according to a pseudo-environment shaped by public opinion, what we perceive to be the majoritarian view, even though that is not always the true majoritarian view.
I will give you an example of the spiral of silence using a Facebook group for parental advice. So imagine a post is shared that endorses mandatory vaccinations for children, and many members share their personal stories about how vaccines have protected their families and that they're very much pro this cause. And Sarah, a mom in the Facebook group, actually disagrees and wants to share her opinion, but because she sees those comments, she believes that she's the odd one out and that other people will not agree with her, so she decides not to comment at all. She is scared she might be criticized or be seen as a bad parent, and she fears isolation. Sarah is actually probably not the only one, and other people that share her opinion also choose to stay silent because they feel isolated. And as a result, it seems that everyone in the Facebook group is a supporter of mandatory vaccinations, even though some members disagree, making the group or the voice of this group unheard.
So now let's take a look at how we can relate the text to a current issue in the world. For example, abortion in the US. So in the US, states' opinion on abortion differs significantly per state. So in conservative states, many people are anti-abortion, and in many of these states, abortion is actually illegal. People who are pro-abortion in these states will feel pressure to either imitate the rest or stay silent so that they won't feel isolated. Young people in these states can also show imitating behavior with learning as its motivation because they see so many people around them with this certain opinion, and if so many people think the same way, then they feel like it must be true. This will make the dominant group even stronger. So even though there might be many people in conservative states who are pro-abortion, this will not be visible because the dominant group is silencing the non-dominant group. This can also be seen in the media. Media often has a polarizing effect. It says that the majority of the left is pro-abortion, while if you're right-wing, you must be anti-abortion. However, this is not really true. The media only amplifies the extremely polarized opinions, and therefore, the moderate opinions disappear from the media.